Hi and welcome to a new video. This is so big. And then we're watching Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. But this is a book originally written. It's basically a big granny square. It's been about a week since I posted the last one. I've been sick for that week. I hope that because I had 2 weeks free that I'd be able to film and like do so much stuff, and I've been sleeping about the entire week. I've just been sleeping. So I thought that I would try to film some today because I start work on Thursday, have plans on Wednesday, then I work on Friday, and then I have a lot of plans for the weekend. Back to real life, you know. So today I thought we'd do a random number generator decides how much I read in a day. I've already done the random number generator, so when I got ready I could listen to an audiobook. So the numbers I did choose from was from 1 hour up until 8 hours. I don't think I'll be able to read more than 8 hours during this week because, as I said, I have plans, I have work. I bet you I'm gonna get the 8 hours when I have my full work day because on Thursday I just have like signing papers, getting my work clothes and stuff like that, and I'm also not working that much in the beginning because as I said, I'm still sick and I'm gonna be sick for a while. That's just lovely. Okay, we're now downstairs and there's so many windows that the lighting is a bit bright, but you know what, we're just gonna live with that. So you may be wondering what I'm doing with my life now back in Sweden, and honestly, not that much. Not that much. As I said, I'm sick, and therefore I'm not allowed to do any exercise for like a month. Amazing. So I can't go to the gym, which I love. I haven't been to the gym since I went to Australia, honestly. But I'm crocheting a bit. I am crocheting quite a lot. So I started this this blanket before I went to Australia, and now my colors ran out. So it's a very tiny blanket. Let's see if I can like back up. It accidentally like became Sweden's colors. Well, not the white one. Or yeah, we have white. No, we don't. Oh my god, I don't know my own flag. That tells you a lot about a Swedish person. It's blue and yellow. I don't know why I thought there was white in it. So it looks very Swedish, but it's basically a big granny square, and I think there's been some mistakes while doing this because it's not straight. So I think like sometimes I've done an accidental like extra stitch or something, I don't know. But you know, it's my first like blanket, and as I said, it's not big because my yarn ran out, and honestly I have so much yarn that I'm like I can't buy more just to continue on this. So I just finished it off with like a little white thingy because, as I said, I didn't have more yarn. I only had white yarn. So yeah. And then because I'm a sucker for doing basically the same thing all over again, I love making big granny squares like this because it's just I don't have to think while doing it, you know. I can watch a series, I can read a book, I can do anything. So I was thinking I would try to do like a big blanket, but all by granny squares. I'm kind of like regretting it because I've only done 5 and I'm realizing I'll have to stitch it all together, and that's gonna be horrendous. So that's lovely. I have no, wait, I can take one. I actually cut the threads. And I'm doing granny squares like this. Like we have white, we have pink, we have white, we have blue, and then we have white and we have green. So that is what I'm doing, and yeah, I don't really know. I think I'm gonna play some Sims before starting to do all that, before starting to listen to my book, because I'm feeling so tired and clogged. I think my body's not used to filming and talking this much because I haven't been able to talk for like a long time. I've been sounding like my voice is so bad. Oh my god, no. I am back with no voice. I think you saw the clip. Girly was struggling so much. So maybe watching some TV, playing some Sims, and then starting crocheting and listening to my audiobook. Okay, it's, as I said, the 1st of June today, so I thought we could see my, I'm not looking at it right now, my May top songs and top artists. I feel like Harry and Noah is gonna be top 2 of these, because Noah, I've been listening to his album on repeat since he released it. It's so good. I don't think I've felt this way about an album since like Midnight's released, honestly, and that says a lot. Like, I was a bit hesitant at first. Like, there were some songs I really loved, but the rest I was like, it's good, but it's nothing special. And now that I just keep listening to it, I can't decide which ones I love the most. And then I've also been listening a lot to Harry, because I'm actually going to a Harry concert in London. Oh my god, in July. I'm so excited for that. That was not my plan at all. Like, my plan has obviously been to save money and stuff like that, and then my mom was like, you know what, we should go to Harry in London. And I was like, you know what, yes, of course. I'm always up for Harry Styles, and his new albums are such a bangers. I really love the disco, like that kind of vibe. It's so different compared to everything else that I listen to. Like, I feel like I have a very broad genre of music that I listen to. I love country, I love rock, I love pop. I'm a girly pop at heart. Like, we all know that. Like, Taylor, Gracie, Olivia, Sabrina. I'm a girly pop at heart. But I really love a broad spectrum of, like, genres of music. I had a huge, like, mother phase, and you know that one, 2020, 2021 era, like, especially on TikTok. I was one of those girls. Yeah, my top 1 is Noah Khan. I also mispronounced his name for so many years. This is so humbling, because I think I was sitting with one of my teachers in Brisbane, and I was like, yeah, I love Noah Khan. I have a tattoo, like, I have a tattoo from his song, Give Yourself a Reason, no, Call Your Mom. I have Give Yourself a Reason. And he was like, because I said Noah Khan, like pronouncing the second A, and you're not supposed to do that apparently. He was like, yeah, Noah Khan. And I was like, okay. That was embarrassing. So Noah Khan is my first one. The second one is Harry Styles. Third one is Conan Gray. Fourth one is actually a Swedish artist, and she's called Ida Lova. She's really good. I've been listening to her since I was like in middle school. And I'm loving her new, like, rocky-ish album. It's amazing. And number 5, Macy Peters. She also just released a new album. There's so many new releases that I don't know what to listen to. I'm overwhelmed. I love it, but I'm so overwhelmed because all my favorite artists are suddenly releasing new music at the same time. But my top tracks, this is so bad. This is all Noah Khan. So my number 1 top track is Willing and Able. The second one is All Them Horses, another banger. The lyrics in this album is just like, there's so many great lyrics that I don't even know where to start. Number 3, Staying Still. Yep. Number 4, Porch Light. Number 5, Dashboard. You know what? What did I say? A long distance daughter? No, I would never. I have now been out tatting for a while, and I've also watched some YouTube. I've been watching Sarah Caroli's vlogs. I love her vlogs. Like, I feel like her and Rachel Catherine, maybe Sophie Jane Miller as well, but like Rachel Catherine and Sarah especially are like my comfort YouTubers. I feel like I've always like matched their vibe, especially like Rachel Catherine. I just love her like whimsical vibes. And besides them, I love Sophie Jane Miller. I find her very comforting as well. She's very open, very like, yeah, open. I feel like open is the right word, because she talks about her struggles as well as like all the little glimpses of joy and everything around that. And I also love Georgia. I feel like when all of the 3 are in the same vlogs, that like the crossover episodes, I love that. Like when all of the 3 are having like girls trips or anything similar to that, I just enjoy it so much. I have about 40 minutes left. I listened to some of it while I was tanning. I have about 3 hours and 17 minutes left, so I've read or like listened for about 40 minutes. It is now about 5 p.m. and I can confirm that I did finish journal 2 of the unselected journals of Lion. I am adoring this series. It's just so whimsical, and like, if you've seen the series Anne of Green Gables, it's truly giving that vibe and I'm loving it. I was so afraid of it being slow or like not a lot happening, just like boring, and it's not. I did go on TikTok, and don't do this. I was fortunately not spoiled, but I always get spoiled when I'm doing this, so don't do that. However, I did see that the romance isn't like fully evolved until book 6, like that's when you actually get the romance, and I'm on book 3 right now. I'm a bit scared, but I am also a huge lover of a really slow burn, and the books aren't that long. Like I have started book 3 and it's a bit longer. It's like the other ones, when I've had it at 1.6 speed, it's been about like 2.5 hours. This one is just over 4 hours, so it's getting a bit longer, and like I think the books like slowly progresses to becoming longer the more you read. So I'm about 20 minutes into volume number 3, and I fear this vlog will mostly be me listening to these books because they're just so good. And I've tried to read them. I have them on my Kobo, but it doesn't hit the same. So if you were to read the series, which you have to, like, it's just so whimsical and so good, and I feel like I'm reading it in the perfect time because the journals start in March and currently it's June here in Sweden. It's June everywhere, hello, but it's like spring turning into summer here in Sweden, so it's just the perfect time to read these books, I think. So that's why it's just a bonus to where I'm enjoying it even more. I'm in love with this series, and I fear I will get my heart broken because people keep saying that they can't stop thinking about this series, and very often that means that something heartbreaking is bound to happen. I just keep like, ooh, who's the love interest, because there's like not a specific person I'm rooting for. There are like 2 or 3, but they're also like the ones that are more subtle, that aren't like talked about that much. There's like small hints and I'm like, could it be that one? We'll see. Good morning. I have not tidied up at all. I have not put on any makeup or anything, and my skin right now is horrible. My face is also so much paler compared to my body, and I don't know what to do about that. However, I thought we would do the timer for today. It is already 12 p.m, which is amazing. I did go up, or like I was up so long to finish the 3rd Lion book. I shouldn't have done it, but I also don't regret it. It was like, I think I was about 80% through when the timer went off. So it was like just before midnight, so about 80%. I had about maybe an hour of listening, so I did that. But I'm so obsessed with this series. I don't know how I'll be able to read anything else, honestly, in this video, because things are heating up. And I fear we're gonna have like not even a triangle drama. There's like 3 guys involved. And this is so unusual for me. I can't decide which one I'm rooting for the most, because all of them are kind of like dark, broody in their own way, and I love them all. So I'm like, who are we gonna decide who we are gonna choose? Not her, who we as a collective are gonna choose. I think we did between 1 and 8 hours yesterday. I'm gonna cry if we get 8 hours today because I have to drive quite a lot because I'm going to a few graduations on Friday, so I have to like go get some gifts for that, and then I also have to buy like neutral nail polish because I'm starting work again this week, and my nails are disgusting right now. I've had red nail polish for about half a year now, and for you guys who don't know, that stains your nails yellow. So my natural nails right now looks disgusting. So I want to grab just some really natural nail polish because we're not really supposed to have nail polish. I got off topic, but let's see what the verdict's gonna be. Didn't we have that yesterday, or no, it was 4 yesterday. But 3 is manageable. I feel like I may even read more than that. So let's go. We're still at home, and to be honest, I am feeling horrible today. My cough is so bad today, and it feels like someone hit me in the head with a sledgehammer. And I'm a person who's terrible at like listening to my body and like taking a chill when I'm not feeling well. So I'm thinking that maybe I don't go to the place I was supposed to go because that's like a 40-minute drive, and I don't think I should be driving like this, honestly, because my head is not feeling well. So I'm thinking that maybe I skip doing it today. I have time to do it later this week. Like the graduations, I'm going to 2, are on Friday and it's Tuesday today, so I do have time. I'm working on Friday, so that's like I'm working until 2 p.m. and I'm picking up my stuff for work on Thursday. So I'm thinking that maybe I could do it then, because then I'm naturally like in the city. I have to be there, and then I can just go grab the things I need. I have now in fact rested and I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm thinking I have to do something about my nails before the funeral. I cannot come looking like this. Like, I pride myself on my nails. Like, I usually have my natural nails. They're very strong, very good. And I have 2 colors at home. I have a red one, like a burgundy one, and then a light blue one, but that one I'm not using anymore. And I don't want to have bright red nails on a funeral. And I'm also working on Friday, and then I need to have something natural. So I have to go into the city. But this isn't a vlog. I feel like I keep chatting about everything except for books. So I can give you an update. I have listened to my book for about an hour. I'm ish 40-45% into the 4th Lion book. It is really good, and there was one scene that was so funny, and I just, like, I get that it's not accurate for that time, I think, because like a girl not having a chaperone during that time and doing the stuff she does, that would be so frowned upon. So I'm like, I get that it's not realistic, but it's still so funny, and I really love Emma's humor in the book. I feel like it's quite close to my humor, very like self-deprecating, a bit sarcastic, and like very bantery, and I feel like, take a shot every time I say like. I feel as if it's very similar to my own banter and like the way I talk and interact with people. However, I think I should try to read something else because I kind of want to draw this series out because all of the books aren't released yet. She said that it's going to be a volume 9, 10, and 11 and more. And there's currently only 8 books out, so now I'm trying to like drag it out a bit, so that I don't like fly through them all and then have to wait forever for more volumes, because then I often tend to lose my interest in it. I don't think I will with this series, but you never know. So trying to drag it out a bit. I think I will probably fly through them either way, but I kind of want to try to make a dent in the Dark Forest, but I also kind of want to finish Meditations by Marcus Aurelius because I have been reading that for quite a while now, and I fly through it whenever I try to read it, so it shouldn't take that long. Like, the first part, I think, the first 50% I think I read in a week, maybe 2. So it shouldn't take, the last 5 books shouldn't take that long. But now I should go into the city. Be right back.
Angel of light scattering the smoke about with a tin of some sort.
It's a new day and it's already 2:30 p.m. I was at a funeral this morning, therefore all of this, the colors were blue and light colors, so yeah. But I did finish MM volume 4 yesterday. Yet again, I said I would take it slow. I did not. I'm just enjoying it so much. And let me tell you, volume 4, I adored it. I gave it, it's a spoiler, but I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. And I also read a little bit out of The Dark Forest. I started without listening to it at the same time, but then it's kind of hard to like comprehend because I'm not used to books being translated. If it's not like philosophy books. But this is a book originally written in Chinese, Mandarin. Is that the word? I'm so sorry if that's incorrect. And this is a translated book. And I'm just not used to the way it's written, I think. So I looked up a little bit on YouTube and TikTok and also watched like summary of book 1 because I can't quite remember. Even though I read it in January, I can't really remember the first book. And I got some explanations that made the first book make so much more sense to me. And now I comprehend this book a lot better because I can actually understand the first one. And I also started to listen to the book at the same time as I'm reading. It does make the process a whole lot slower, but I would rather read it slowly and comprehend to read it fast and not comprehend what I'm actually reading. So I'm on page 48 in this one. As I said, I'm not much into it. I'm like 10% in. But I'm actually quite enjoying it and it's very political. I didn't really think so at first. Well, I got that it was political and a little bit philosophical. But it's actually quite interesting when you can grasp what's happening. But I haven't read anything today. And we have to do the number generator. And I'm scared, guys, because as I said, it's 2:30 p.m. If I get 8 hours today, I have to read for the entirety of the day to like really get the hours in. So fingers crossed I get like an hour. We'll see. Okay, so yet again, between 1 and 8 hours. No way I actually got an hour. That is very, very doable, and I will probably read more. All the other days I've read more than the hours, and if I only have 1 hour, that is very, very doable. Maybe a bit boring for you guys, but I actually have a life, even though it doesn't seem like it. So I'll probably chill for a bit now, because I wanted to do it as quickly as I came home, so that if I got 8 hours, I could go on with it directly. But then I'll probably chill for a bit now and then start reading. It's a new day, and per usual, it's quite late. I have been out all morning. I firstly had to go to my workplace to pick up my work clothes and all of that so that I can actually start work tomorrow, because apparently you have to work to get money. So I did that, and then I've just been running errands all morning. So I went to my mom to pick up some stuff there. I also, I don't know, she has a lot of screen protectors apparently, so got a new screen protector because this one, or the old one I had, was very broken. And also a new phone case. That's a good thing about having the same phone as your mom. You can borrow phone cases. But I thought we'd do the hours after today. And per usual, I hope for not too much, but I feel like my luck have been very good the last few days. So I think I'm gonna get quite a few hours today. So we're gonna do the random number generator. Yeah. What did I say? I've had quite good luck the last few days. So 8 hours! And it's already 1:42 p.m. today. So we gotta get going. I thought I maybe also bake today. I haven't baked since going to Australia, and I love baking. I'm not that good at it, but I love it. I find it so comforting to bake. So that I have to do, and I also have to finish doing my ESTA for when I'm going to London in July, so that I had that done. I don't think it will be any trouble or anything like that, but it's quite nice to like have it and know that there's nothing left to do for my trip to London. And we also booked oh my god, can I stop saying it? We booked the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child musical as well for when we were there. So we have Harry the first day we arrive, and then we're watching Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I saw it in either it was the end of November or beginning of December in New York with my friends. The New York shirt is on. But I'd love to watch it again, and my mom hasn't seen it, and she loves Harry Potter just as much as I do, so I was like, maybe, do you want to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? And she was like, I'd love to, so I was like, yes. So we booked that as well, and then we have one more day in London where we're just like walking, shopping, doing things, so that is amazing. But now I really have to stop yapping and actually start unpacking groceries, and then start baking, and at the same time maybe listen to my audiobook.
2 bouquets of flowers.
So we officially have an update on the package. This package has caused me so much emotional damage. I don't think you guys can understand. So the basic story is, for you guys who didn't watch my last vlog, I sent the package from Brisbane in December. And they said it could take about a month to get delivered to Sweden. I was like, it's fine, it's good, you know, I'm moving to Sydney, I won't be home for another 6 months, you know, or like 5.5. So I went on with my life, and then came like February, March, and I sent an inquiry. I'm like, the package has still not arrived, and there hasn't been any updates in the app. And they're like, no, it's fine, it's just taking a bit longer because of like the wars and stuff in the Middle East. I was like, okay, fine. You know what, I'm not gonna deal with it. And then they gave me like a date, like, if it hasn't arrived by like 1st of May, or whatever the date was, please send another inquiry. And of course the package had not arrived. So I sent another inquiry, and they were like, yeah, we're deeming it lost. I was like, great. So then they asked me if I had any receipts, and I was like, I do have the receipt for the package where it says like how much I paid for it. I paid for insurance for the package. And they were like, yeah, no, this is not enough. I'm like, what do you mean it's not enough? It's a receipt. They asked me to keep this in case this would happen. They were like, no, you have to do a statutory declaration. And this is to say, this is my last week in Australia. Amazing. And I had to go to a justice of peace to get this declaration. I'm like, I don't have the time. Is there possible? Oh my god, is there a possibility I can do this in Sweden? And they were like, yeah, it's a bit trickier, but you can do it. I'm like, fine, I'll have to do it here in Sweden. And then before I do this, because it costs a lot of money to do the statutory declaration, like, I basically have to fill in every single thing that's in the package, which I don't even remember what's in it, and how much like the price should be. And then I have to go to our justice of peace to be like, I solemnly swear that everything in this document is truthful, and I have to sign it. They have to watch it, sign it, and they have to sign it as well. So I was like, I'm just gonna call the post here in Sweden just in case. I called them and they're like, yeah, we got a scan on the package 2 days ago. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, we got a scan that they finally scanned it in Brisbane. I was like, so you mean it's been in Brisbane all this time? They're like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Well, at least the package is on its way. She was like, yeah, it's gonna be like in Sweden in between 2 to 3 weeks. I was like, okay, thank you. 2 to 3 weeks arrive and we finally get like that we have to pay for it to get into the country, because if you lived abroad for more than a year, you don't have to pay the sum for like the content in the package. But I lived abroad for 9 months, so we had to pay. And then they're like, oh, it's gonna arrive that date. And that date was yesterday. So I was so happy. I was really excited to grab my package. And then they missorted it. So it came to the store 10 minutes away. I think I told this before. And I thought that they were just gonna send it between the stores, because it's like a 15-minute drive. Like maximum. If you have terrible traffic, 15 minutes. So I thought they were just gonna send it between the stores, you know? No. They had to send it down to Malmö. And for you guys, like, where I live is basically about maybe 2 hours from Malmö, 1.5. So the store it was delivered to is 10 minutes from where I live. And they sent it down to Malmö. And it won't get delivered today. If I'm lucky, it will get delivered tomorrow, but I don't have the... Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm ranting. I'm just so tired of this package. If it ever arrives, I'm happy. But you know, at this point, I'm just so mad at it. I hope that everything's in it. If something's missing, I don't know what I'll do. And I bet you that if something's missing, it's gonna be the pictures that I desperately want. It is now about 5:33 p.m. and I've done 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's okay, but we still have... The ice cream truck is here. But we still have 5 hours and 15 minutes left. I have finished MM Lion volume 5, and I'm like, can I go into volume 6 directly? I know that something happens in volume 6 because I did spoil it for myself, and I'm not sad about it. So I'm like, can I? But I probably should read other books, but I think you guys get how obsessed I am with these books right now. I can't think of anything else. This is what my entire being is being consumed by right now. And the fact that I know that something happens in volume 6, I really want to read it. I'm reading volume 6. Yeah. I won't be able to read anything else, honestly, until I've read volume 6. I will probably say the exact same thing after volume 6 as well, but you know what? This is Barbie's dreams house. And I do have to read for about 6 hours more, so... why not? Okay, it's really late. It's about 11 p.m. and I have to be up for work at like 5 a.m. tomorrow. But I'm at the last chapter. On volume 6, yes. I'm on the last chapter. And I think something big's about to happen. How am I supposed to go to sleep now? How? I can't go to sleep now. I do not know what to do. I have my first day of work tomorrow. I've worked there before, but like, I haven't worked in 10 months and now I just want to read. I want to stay up and read all night. This is so bad because I fear I won't be up reading. I know myself. Okay, it is in fact the next day, and I know I said I would finish the vlog, but my package has arrived. It's there. It's so damaged. I'm praying that everything is fine within it. You see how big this is? This is so big. I don't remember what's in this package. I truly don't. Let's see, I think it opens this way. Heavy package. Yes, it is. Okay, I think I managed to open it. This is gonna be a surprise for me as well, because as I said, I sent this package in December. What an anticlimax. The way I sent home hairpins. That is so me. So, oh, here it is. My precious. I'll see if the photos are here. They are, my precious. There's a whole lot more in the book itself. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I was so sad that my pictures had gone missing, and it's like a whole lot of, I'm terrible at junk journaling. There's so many photos. Oh. I could cry, honestly. I could cry. There's like my New York. No. I love this. I was so sad when this was set as lost. It's like, I don't want to show the photo book. Noosa, when I was there. Like the first weeks of Brisbane. Oh, this just made my day. No. Oh. Then we have 2 books. Oh, yeah, we have The Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. We have this one I actually knew was in here because I really wanted it. It's like, yeah, Christian non-fiction book that I've taken quite a few notes in. And a Jennifer Lynn Barnes book. Oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, there's more books, I think. Yeah, the rest is just clothing. Books, I think I could have packed something else. Like, if I know myself correctly, I could have packed anything else in this, honestly. It's books. Of course it is. So we have 3 books. Oh, yeah, it's those. What is this? Oh, it's a magnet for the fridge. I think that I won that in some game. We have Brave New World. All of these are annotated. Yeah. And then we have 1984. This one is heavily annotated. I think, yeah. Like really annotated. So I really wanted that. This one I apparently saved for my phone. And then also Nightshade, another book. I actually quite like this. It's not dark romance, but it's more like the setting is dark, not the romance itself. 2 lip glosses. As I said, I could have packed anything in this. And a pen. I think this is, oh, everything is so dusty. It's like, yeah, you can erase the pen even though it's ink. So that's quite nice. And it's a koala. See that? I'm so happy. This one in particular, I'm gonna cherish this and not keep it out of my eyesight or out of my room. Oh, I'm so happy. It is yet again the day after, and I thought we would go through the books, the hours, and the amount of pages I read. I hope that this reading vlog-ish wasn't too boring, since I read almost the entirety of M.M. Lyon's the Unselected Journal of M.M. Lyon. But I did read for a total of 15 hours and 40 minutes. I did almost manage to read for 8 hours a few days ago when I was doing that. I did, however, miss 20 minutes, which is like kind of annoying, but I also really had to go to bed. And I read, how many books is it? I read 6 books during this, but it also to say that these books were very short in comparison to like other books. I read, I'm not gonna say the entire name, I'm gonna call the books Emma. It's the Unselected Journals of M.M. Lyon. I'm not gonna keep saying that over and over again. So I read Emma 2, that was 164 pages. Emma 3, that was 229 pages. Emma 4, that was 209 pages. Emma 5, 247 pages. Emma 6, that was 259 pages. And finally Emma 7, that was 313 pages. And besides all of this, I did read about like 30 pages of The Dark Forest. Nothing else. So it was a total of 1,451 pages. I'm quite happy with that, but especially because I love the books. I physically couldn't put it down. My sleep has been struggling because of the Emma books. I'm currently reading and listening to the last installment, or it's not the last installment, but the most recent installment in the series, volume 8. And oh, I can't wait for the other volumes. I'm so in love with this series, and I truly don't know what to do when I have to wait for the other books. And for you guys who've never heard of this series, it's kind of hard to explain because it's written-ish in a diary format. It is dialogue in the book, so it's like, it's kind of hard to like describe how the book is structured, because it is a diary format and each book follows 2 months of a year, which I find a really good concept because you get so much details and it's quite funny. It's very like self-deprecating and sarcastic, and as I said in a clip or two before, or a lot more, I don't really know, I love that kind of humor. That's truly my humor. I love being self-deprecating. I love just like making fun of myself and the things I do when I can kind of recognize myself. Why is it so swimming? I can kind of recognize myself in the main character in some ways because I also have a tendency to raise havoc without trying. It just comes with my character, you know. So I really enjoyed this book, and I love the found family. It is kind of a romance, kind of found family. It's a lot of different things within it, but mind you that the romance part is a slow burn. Like, we're talking slow burn, it's so slow. But that was kind of like the best part for me. That like, we're on our toes not knowing exactly when it's gonna when something's gonna happen and what's gonna happen after, and then like everything just keeps happening and she's so unfortunate at the same time as she's so fortunate. I don't know how to describe it. I just love this series, and it's a perfect kind of mindless read as well. I feel like I've read so many books where I've really had to think about what I'm reading recently. So this has been such a nice break to just read and like escape into another world, escape into another form of chaos, and just sit there and listen to the book and maybe crochet or do anything else. So it's been amazing, truly. I've loved every second of it and I don't want it to end. I know that there's more installments in the series coming out because the author herself has said it, but there's no date yet, and that will be my demise. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, even though I basically just read an entire series. Don't forget to subscribe and push the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.